Independence Monument construction project at historic Sohrawardi Uddan. Jamaat-e-Islami delegation meets Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus and urges to take action against anyone, not just ISKCON, who goes against national interests. Indian media outlets and ex-users spread rumors and misinformation about the incident in Chattogram, reports fact-checking organization Rumor Scanner. Bangladesh Bank prints 22,500 crore taka to provide liquidity support to Awami League government tried to cover up the BDR massacre as rebellion, says relatives, as they decide to file case against all those involved, including fascist Sheikh Hasina, at International Crimes Tribunal. 33 more Palestinians killed in Israeli attacks in Gaza amidst reports that the U.S. providing $680 million worth of weapons to Israel. And Pakistan beat Zimbabwe by 99 runs to win the series 2-1 in the third and final ODI in Bulawayo. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is News at 10 on BTV and BTV World. I'm Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui. You just heard the headlines. Let's move on to the detailed stories. The Advisory Council of the Interim Government has approved the proposal for construction of Shahbag Police Station. The police station will be constructed under the project titled Dhaka Sohrawardi Uddan Independence Tower, Third Phase, First Amendment. The project is being implemented by Public Works Department under the initiative of Liberation War Affairs Ministry. The approval came at a meeting of Advisory Council held at the Chief Advisor's office today. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus presided over the meeting. After the meeting, Cabinet Secretary Sheikh Abdul Rashid briefed newsmen at the Secretariat in the afternoon. The Cabinet Secretary said that the Shahbag Police Station will be constructed adjacent to the historic Sohrawardi Uddan.
মুক্তিযুদ্ধ বিষয়ক মন্ত্রণালয়ের উদ্যোগে একটা প্রজেক্ট চলছে, আপনারা সকলেই জানেন। ঢাকাস্থ সোহরাওয়ার্দী উদ্যানের স্বাধীনতা স্তম্ভ নির্মাণ। এই প্রজেক্টের কিছু কাজ তো অনেক বছর ধরে চলছে। সে কিছু একটি থানা আছে, আপনারা জানেন, শাহবাগ থানা। ওই থানাটা ওখানে নির্মাণ করার জন্য একটা প্রস্তাব ছিল ওই প্রকল্পেরই আওতায়। এটা যেহেতু একটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ জায়গায়, গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটা প্রজেক্ট, সেই জন্য এখানে বিস্তারিত আলোচনা হয়েছে। আলোচনা হয়ে কিছু সিদ্ধান্ত হয়েছে যে উত্তর দিকে মুখ করে সুইটেবল জায়গাতে যতটুকু কম জায়গা নিয়ে পারা যায় একটা থানা ওখানে তৈরি হবে। না, যেখানে আছে জরাজীর্ণ ওই থানার তো বন্ধ করে রাখা যাবে না। থানার কাজ তো চলছে অনেক বছর যাবত, 4 দশক ধরে চলছে থানার কাজ। সুতরাং ওখানে থানার কাজটা বজায় থাকবে, খুব জরাজীর্ণ হয়ে আছে। এইটা থাকতে থাকতেই নতুন একটা স্থাপনা তৈরি করে সেখানে চলে যাওয়া হবে, এইটাই চাওয়া হয়েছে। আর একটি জিনিস আপনাদের উল্লেখ করতে চাই, সম্প্রতি জুলাই আগস্টের ছাত্র গণ অভ্যুত্থানের বিষয়ের উপরে একটা ছোট্ট প্রামাণ্যচিত্র প্রদর্শিত হয়েছে।
A 4-member delegation of Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami met Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus. Jamaat Amir Dr. Shafiqur Rahman led the delegation during the meeting at the State Guest House Jamuna this evening. The meeting discussed the ongoing situation in the country and the election. Briefing reporters after the meeting, Jamaat Amir said not only ISKCON, action should be taken against those who go against the national interest. Everyone, including BNP, agrees about national unity.
আগামীতে দেশ কিভাবে শান্তি শৃঙ্খলার সাথে থেকে একটা কার্যকর নির্বাচনের দিকে আগাতে পারে সেই বিষয়গুলো নিয়ে আলোচনা হয়েছে। দ্রব্যমূল্যের যে ঊর্ধ্বগতি, যেটাতে মানুষের কষ্ট হচ্ছে, এটাকে লাঘব করার জন্য মানুষের সামর্থ্যের ভিতরে দ্রব্যমূল্যকে নামিয়ে আনার জন্য কি পদক্ষেপ নেওয়া যায় সেই সমস্ত বিষয় নিয়ে আলোচনা হয়েছে। দেশে সম্প্রতি ঘটে যাওয়া কিছু বিষয় নিয়ে আলোচনা হয়েছে। এই সকল আলোচনায় আমরা একমত হয়েছি যে দেশবাসীকে সাথে নিয়েই দেশকে সামনের দিকে এগিয়ে নেওয়ার চেষ্টা করতে হবে। আর দেশের স্বার্থ বিরোধী কর্মকাণ্ডে যারাই জড়িত থাকবে তাদেরকে অবশ্যই আইনের আওতায় আনতে হবে। এর জন্য প্রয়োজন হচ্ছে সর্বোচ্চ জাতীয় ঐক্য। দল মত ধর্ম ভিন্নতা থাকবে, এটা খুব স্বাভাবিক, কিন্তু জাতীয় স্বার্থের জায়গাগুলোতে আমরা যেন সবাই একমত থাকতে পারি, ঐক্যবদ্ধ থাকতে পারি। আপনাদের মাধ্যমে আমরা সেই আহ্বান জানাই এবং আমরা সেখানে ওইটা তুলে ধরেছি।
Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus said he considered himself a son of Rangpur as he was moved by the bravery and sacrifice of July uprising martyr Abu Saeed. "Consider me as an advisor from Rangpur," said Professor Yunus while welcoming the family members of Abu Saeed at his office in Tejgaon in the capital today. The chief advisor handed over the certificate of Shahid Abu Saeed Foundation to the family members of the martyred Abu Saeed during a brief ceremony on the day. Father of Abu Saeed, Maqbool Hussain, received the certificate. The chief advisor inquired about the health condition of Abu Saeed's parents and assured them of all support from the government. Environment, Forest and Climate Change advisor said that Rizwana Hassan has called for resolving any problem through discussions. She made the call while briefing journalists on contemporary issues and the decision of the Advisory Council at the Foreign Service Academy in the capital this evening. Speaking on the occasion, Advisor Mahfouz Alam said Chinmoy Krishna Das has been arrested on the basis of specific allegations. Responding to a question from journalists, Sayyida Rizwana Hassan said the government will go to the election after completing the reform process as soon as possible. She said the Advisory Council has been apprised of Bangladesh's participation in the COP29 climate conference at Baku in Azerbaijan.
উন্নয়নশীল বিশ্বের জন্য উন্নত বিশ্বের যে প্রতিশ্রুতি ছিল 100 বিলিয়ন সেটা অনেক গুণে বেড়ে যাবে কারণ যখন 100 বিলিয়নের কথা বলা হয়েছিল তার কোনো বৈজ্ঞানিক ভিত্তি ছিল না কিন্তু এখন যে 1.3 ট্রিলিয়নের কথা বলা হচ্ছে এটা বিভিন্ন বৈজ্ঞানিক গবেষণা করে যেগুলো দেখা গেছে যে আসলে উন্নয়নশীল বিশ্বের কত টাকা প্রয়োজন এই জলবায়ু পরিবর্তনের বিষয়ে কার্যকর ভূমিকা নিতে তার প্রেক্ষিতেই 1.3 ট্রিলিয়ন হয়েছে নির্বাচনে যাওয়ার জন্য যে কথাটা বলা হচ্ছে আমরাও বারবার বলছি নির্বাচনে যাব একই সাথে তাদের পক্ষ থেকে সংস্কারের জন্য কিন্তু সমর্থন দেয়া হচ্ছে এখন তাদের পক্ষ থেকে কখনো কখনো বলা হচ্ছে একটা সময় দিয়ে দেওয়ার জন্য সেই সময়টার ব্যাপারে আসলে আমরা অবস্থান নিতে পারছি না এইজন্য যে আমরা সংস্কার প্রস্তাব কি আসবে সংস্কার করতে কতটুকু সময় লাগবে এটা না জেনে তো নির্বাচনের সময়টা বলে দেওয়া যাচ্ছে না তো বারবারই বলা হচ্ছে যত দ্রুত সম্ভব দিয়ে দেওয়া হবে ছোট ছোট বিরোধ নিয়ে এমন কিছু করা উচিত না যেটা আসলে আমাদের জাতীয় স্বার্থকে সমুন্নত রাখার যে লড়াইয়ে আমরা সকলে শামিল হয়েছি সেটা কোনোভাবেই প্রশ্নবিদ্ধ হতে পারে শিক্ষার্থীদের উপর এই জাতি যে আস্থা রেখেছে যে ভরসাটা রেখেছে এই ভরসাটা যেন অক্ষুণ্ণ থাকে এটা যেন আরো বাড়ে আরো সুদৃঢ় হয় সেজন্য যে কোনো বিরোধ যে কোনো সমস্যার সমাধান সরকারের সাথে আলোচনার মাধ্যমেই যেন সকলে করেন শিক্ষার্থী সহ সেটা আমরা আপনাদের মাধ্যমে একটা আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি
চিন্ময় কৃষ্ণ দাসের বিষয়ে আমাদের অ্যাডভাইজারি কাউন্সিলের অনেকেই ইতিমধ্যে বলেছেন ওনার বিরুদ্ধে স্পষ্ট একটা অভিযোগ আছে যে মামলায় ওনাকে গ্রেফতার করা হয়েছে ওই অভিযোগে ওনাকে গ্রেফতার করা হয়েছে এটা খুবই স্পষ্ট এবং এটা বারবার রিটারেটেড করা হয়েছে এবং ওই অনুযায়ী ওনার মামলা চলমান এবং এটা বিচারাধীন বিষয় ওনার যে কোর্টে বিচার চলতেছে ওই কোর্টের কাছে এটা ন্যস্ত আছে ওনারাই ডিসিশন নেবেন যে এটা কিভাবে এটা প্রসিডিউর হবে
Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam was present at the briefing. The Bangladesh Bank has provided Taka 22,500 crore in liquidity support to several banks facing a liquidity crunch. Governor Dr. Ahsan H. Mansoor said this while speaking at a press conference at the Bangladesh Bank headquarters in the capital today. He acknowledged that the Bangladesh Bank had temporarily deviated from its policy of not printing money to inject liquidity into the banking sector. Bangladesh Bank Governor said the central bank is providing liquidity support to address the temporary cash shortages in the banks, enabling customers to withdraw the required funds. To facilitate this support, the central bank will temporarily print money to meet the provisional needs of different banks, he added. The governor also reassured the public that all deposits in banks are secure and urged people not to panic or withdraw money unnecessarily. The students should be prepared to become world citizens through learning more than one language, as learning one language is not enough. Primary and Mass Education Advisor Professor Dr. Bidhan Ranjan Roy Poddar said this at a three-day conference on evolution of language, influence of language education in the decolonial perspective in Dhaka today. Brack University Institute of Language arranged the international conference. Speaking on the occasion, Primary and Mass Education Advisor said that language is more than a communication tool. It is part of history and culture. All the languages, including those of ethnic minorities, must be given equal importance. The conference aimed at reviewing changes of language education due to the influence of colonial influence. In addition to host Bangladesh, more 300 researchers, students and professionals from other countries are participating in the conference. The relatives of the deceased army officers alleged that the Awami League government tried to cover up the Pilkhana massacre by labeling it as a rebellion. The family members, the martyrs, made delegation while addressing a press conference at the Rawa Club in Dhaka's Mohakhali area today. They said Pilkhana killings was a planned murder and all the investigation reports related to it should be made public. Addressing the press conference, the bereaved family members said they will file a case at the International Crimes Tribunal over the trial of Pilkhana mutiny. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and other individuals associated with the Awami League government will be named as defendants, they added. Addressing the press conference, martyred Colonel Mujib Ahmad's wife, Nahid Firdaus, made 5 demands, including the inclusion of Pilkhana massacre in textbooks and declaring February 25 as Martyrs' Day. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said some people are trying to divide the nation and are leading the country towards anarchy. He made the comments while addressing a view exchange meeting titled The Role of Writers and Artists in State Reform, organized by Jatiyo Kobita Porishod at the National Press Club today. Presided over by convener of Jatiyo Kobita Porishod Mohan Raihan, the meeting was also addressed by convener of Nagorik Oikko Mahmood Rahman Manna, former president of Bangladesh Communist Party Mujahidul Islam Selim, BNP Vice Chairman Nurul Islam Moni, Chief Coordinator of Ganon Songhoti Andolon Junaid Saki, General Secretary of Biplobi Workers Party Saiful Haq, writer and researcher Salimullah Khan, and President of National Press Club Hassan Hafiz. The speaker said a mass movement must be created based on unity of all, including writers and artists, to take the country to a newer height by fulfilling the aspirations of people. Sheikh Hasina as well as ISKCON, side by side foreign powers, are hatching conspiracy against the country. Nagorik Oikko convener Mahmood Rahman Manna said this at a discussion on New Bangladesh and the aspirations of people held at the National Press Club in the capital today. Mahmood Rahman Manna urged the government to hold a national election after completing reforms soon. Besides, Shomamana Islami Dol held a press conference at the National Press Club demanding fair trial of various crimes, including killing of lawyer Saiful Islam. Maulana Abdul Rab Yusufi, Vice President of Jamiyat Ulama Islam Bangladesh, made the demands on behalf of Shomamana Islami Dol. He said that conspiracies are on to foil the uprising of students and the people. He called upon all to work unitedly to thwart the evil attempt. Some Indian media outlets and social media ex-users spread rumors terming murdered Chattogram's Assistant Public Prosecutor Saiful Islam as the lawyer of expelled ISKCON leader Chinmoy Krishna Das. Fact-check organization Rumor Scanner said in a report last night that such a claim is totally baseless. It said there are propaganda centering the killing of lawyer Saiful Islam. The Rumor Scanner said basically Shubhashish Sharma was the lawyer of Chinmoy Krishna Das. There are rumors in the social media that as many as 5 persons have been detained after going through the footage of closed circuit camera. Of them, 4 are the members of Islami Chhatro Shibir and the rest is a coordinator of the anti-discrimination student movement. This is also a propaganda, the Rumor Scanner added. In addition, there are fake photocards in the social media in the name of different media outlets, including Shomoy TV and Channel 24, the rumor scanner said. The government is dealing with the ISKCON issue with top priority. The state side has apprised it to High Court today. Deputy Attorney General Asaduddin told the court that as many as 3 lawsuits have been filed relating to the incident in Chattogram. A total of 33 people have been arrested and 6 persons identified, he added. A High Court expressed satisfaction over the quick steps. However, this activity must go on and the highest alertness has to be ensured so that lives and assets are not damaged, the court added. The hearing was held at the bench of Justice Farah Mahbub and Justice Debashish Roy Chaudhary. The writ petitioner, lawyer Mohammad Muniruddin, was present at the court. Additional Attorney General Barrister Onik R. Haq argued in favor of the state. Earlier yesterday, lawyer Mohammad Muniruddin filed the writ seeking a ban on ISKCON. The spokesman of Bangladesh, Sanatani Jagaron Jot, Chinmoy Krishna Das, had been expelled permanently from the ISKCON long ago. General Secretary of the organization in Bangladesh, Charu Chandra Das Brahmachari, said this at a press conference in Dhaka today. He said Chinmoy made the statement entirely on his own and ISKCON is not responsible for it. He said Principal of Prabartak Sri Krishna Mandir, Leela Raj Gauro Das, Gaurango Das and Chattogram's Pundarik Dham Principal Chinmoy Krishna Das had been expelled from the ISKCON with their positions. So the activities of Jot Chinmoy Krishna is not of ISKCON, he added. Charu Chandra Das Brahmachari also said on October 3rd, it was made clear through an official statement that Chinmoy Krishna Das is no longer a spokesman of ISKCON Bangladesh. He requested all to maintain peace and order. And now international news. The administration of United States President Joe Biden is reported to have provisionally approved a $680 million arms package to Israel, even as it asserts that it is pushing for peace in the Middle East. Reports of the arms deal on Wednesday come a day after Biden announced a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah and promised to renew efforts to reach a similar agreement between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, one he has repeatedly promised but failed to deliver. Reports say the latest delivery will include hundreds of small diameter bombs and thousands of joint direct attack munition kits, JDAMs. JDAMs convert dumb bombs into precision-guided weapons. Meanwhile, the latest Israeli attacks left 33 more Palestinians killed in Gaza. Heavy Israeli bombardment is absolutely terrifying for Palestinian civilians who remain trapped in the north of the Gaza Strip, a senior official said. Dozens of Syrian soldiers and rebel fighters have been killed in northern Aleppo province, a war monitor said, where the Hayat Tahrir al-Shams HTS armed group and allied forces have overrun at least 10 areas under the control of President Bashar al-Assad's military. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights SOHR, a monitoring group based in the United Kingdom, said 132 fighters and soldiers were killed during the clashes on Wednesday following an operation launched by HTS, which controls a large area of northwestern Syria. Activists working with SOHR, which relies on a network of sources inside Syria, on Thursday reported that 65 HTS members were killed, along with 18 from allied arms groups and 49 members of government forces, while weapon depots, armored vehicles and heavy weapons were taken over. The Syrian army, in a statement carried by state news agency Sana on Thursday, did not report any casualties. Fresh Russian strikes left hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians without electricity, regional officials said today, after Kyiv warned of a massive Russian attack on Ukrainian energy infrastructure. Ukraine has been appealing to allies for more robust air defense systems to thwart Russian attacks on the war-battered country's power system. Vladimir Putin says a Russian overnight missile and drone attack on Ukraine's power grid is a response to Ukraine's use of long-range US and UK weapons inside Russia. The Russian's leader also threatens to target Kyiv's decision-making centers with Russia's new ballistic missile. Ukraine reports no fatalities after the attack, but more than 1 million Ukrainians have been left without power as 12 targets were struck. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has described the attack as a vile escalation. The standoff between the Pakistani government and the supporters of former Prime Minister Imran Khan has reached a boiling point, with deadly clashes, sweeping arrests and widespread discontent. Pakistan once again faces political turmoil. On Sunday, Imran Khan's party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI, launched a march towards Islamabad demanding the release of its jailed leader. Thousands of PTI supporters, led by Mr. Khan's wife, Bushra Bibi, and other senior party leaders, descended upon the capital. Imran Khan, the former cricket star turned politician, has been in jail since August 2023 on corruption charges. His detention followed a turbulent year in which his government has ousted via a parliamentary no-confidence vote in 2022. Since then, Mr. Khan has faced over 150 legal cases ranging from corruption to sedition. His popularity, however, remains undiminished among his supporters, who view him as a victim of political vendettas by the ruling coalition led by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. Seoul has recorded its heaviest November snowfall since records began over a century ago in 1980. The graduation certificate distribution ceremony of the Military Command and Staff College Course 2024 was held at Mirpur Cantonment today. Chief of Army Staff General Waqaruzzaman attended the event as the chief guest and distributed certificates among the officers who completed the course. The Chief of Army Staff said the role of DSCSC in exchanging the strategic skills of both domestic and foreign military officers, as well as in improving international cooperation, is undeniable. Congratulating the graduating officers, the Army Chief advised them to apply the knowledge, wisdom, determination and planning gained from this course for the progress of the nation. Commandant of DSCSC Major General Chaudhry Mohammad Azizul Haq Hazari delivered the welcome speech at the event. The event was also attended by ambassadors of various countries accredited to Bangladesh, principal staff officers of the Armed Forces Division, senior military and civilian officials, as well as vice chancellors and professors from various universities. A total of 267 trainees, both domestic and foreign, participated in the DSCSC course 2024 this year. Bangladesh Army has arrested 228 drug peddlers and 1,328 people from various parts of the country from 13th November to date to maintain law and order in the country. Colonel Staff of Military Operations Directorate, Colonel Intikhab Haider Khan, stated this at a news conference at Army headquarters in the capital today. He said the Army is engaged in checking anarchy, maintaining communal harmony, and ensuring safety of the foreign diplomats and embassies. Colonel Khan further said that the Army, on the basis of intelligence information, conducted raid and arrested 179 active members of Kuki Chin National Army KNA to save the innocent locals from the hands of Bandarban-based terrorist organization KNA. And now, sports news. Pakistan defeated Zimbabwe by 99 runs in the third and final ODI, 303 runs for 6 wickets in 50 overs. Kamran Ghulam scored 103 runs for the team. In reply, Zimbabwe were bowled out for 204 runs in 40 overs, 1 ball. Kamran Ghulam was adjudged man of the match. Saim Ayub was adjudged man of the series. Bangladesh lost to Pakistan by 6-0 goals in the Men's Junior Asia Cup Hockey Tournament in Muscat, Oman. After a scoreless first quarter, Pakistan scored 2 goals in the second quarter, 2 in the third quarter and 2 in the fourth quarter. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. Advisory Council approves proposal for construction of Shahbag Police Station under Independence Monument construction project at historic Sohrawardi Uddan. Jamaat-e-Islami delegation meets Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus and urges to take action against anyone, just not ISKCON, who goes against national interests. Indian media outlets and ex-users spread rumors and misinformation about the incident in Chattogram, reports fact-checking organization Rumor Scanner. Bangladesh Bank prints 22,500 crore taka to provide liquidity support to 6 banks. Awami League government tried to cover up the BTR massacre as rebellion, says relatives as they decide to file case against all those involved, including fascist Sheikh at International Crimes Tribunal. 33 more Palestinians killed in Israeli attacks in Gaza amidst reports that the US providing $680 million worth of weapons to Israel. And Pakistan beat Zimbabwe by 99 runs to win the series 2-1 in the third and final ODI in Bulawayo. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Allah Hafiz.